Hello everyone, this is Jag. In this video, I'm covering how to grow apple and pear trees from seed. Now, I'm covering both of these in the same video because the process to germinate the seeds is the same for both. And both apples and pears come in many different varieties.
The apple I'm using is Gala apple. Gala apples are very crunchy and sweet. You can also use Fuji apple and Granny Smith apple. Granny Smith apples are green in color and have a very tart and sour taste. I'm also using Bartlett pear. Bartlett pears are very soft and sweet. They just melt in your mouth. You can also use Asian pears to grow trees as well. Asian pears are crunchy like apple and taste similar to Bartlett pear.
Before we start, here's a disclaimer. Both apples and pears are grafted. That means almost all commercially grown apples and pears were started by grafting. So if you plant a seed from these fruits and you grow a tree out of them, the fruit you get from that tree might not be true to the original fruit. You can still use these seeds to start new trees and then get a cutting from a desirable variety of apple and pear and use these trees as a rootstock for grafting. Or you can let these trees mature and see what kind of fruit you get. However, I wanted to give you a disclaimer that the fruit you get might not be the same as the original fruit. So without any further ado, let's get started.
First, start with a pear. Cut the pear down the center but not all the way through to keep the core intact and make sure not to cut through the seeds. Further, cut each quarter and then extract the core. Hand pick the seeds from the core of the pear. Process is the same with apple. Slice through the apple little off center to make sure not to cut through the seeds. Slice off the sides, keeping the core intact. Single out the core and now you can see the seeds at this point. Break the core apart by hand and then hand pick the seeds from the core. Let the seeds air dry for 2 to 3 days. Drying the seeds mimics nature and will prevent any mold and fungus from growing. Place the seeds on a paper towel and wrap the paper towel around the seeds. I'm doing this for both pear and apple. Now place the seeds in a refrigerator for 1 to 2 months at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius to simulate winter. After the cold treatment, breach the seeds a little by slicing on one side of the seed with a knife. This process is not required but helps with quick germination by breaching the outer shell of the seed so that the inner part can grow quickly. Plant the seeds in a potting container and cover the seeds with soil. Water the seeds well after planting. After 2 weeks, the seedlings will break the surface. The little plant is pushing the dirt and starts to grow. The first leaf of the tree fully develops. After 1 month, the new set of second and third leaves will begin to emerge. Nature's miracle begins to unfold right before your eyes. After 2 months, the second and third leaves develop completely and the plant continues to grow further. Keep the plant next to a window so that the leaves receive plenty of sunlight. Plant the tree in the ground outside in spring. It will take about 3 to 4 years before the tree starts to produce fruit.
I really hope you enjoyed this video and found this video informative, and I'll see you in another video.